Let's go on. And the third correlation that we looked for, it was based on a general statement included in the analysis. So, well, there were three. The respondent had to choose among three statements related to the reason why accident happens. Well, this is really a personal feeling. So, first one, accident happened because drivers are more and more distracted at the wheel by technology. Second, the drivers don't have a choice. New technologies are there and we can't say no to them. Third one, new technologies enable road use to be safer, greener, and less congested, and so on. So, and we see that this group, which, well, if this answer is correlated to an openness, better openness to adoption of new systems, it is reflected in a higher level of appreciation for the passive and post-crash. Let's go on. Communication between vehicles. More or less, well, we start with the cross-correlation with experience. In this group, we have adaptive cruise control, intersection collision avoidance, and motorcycle approaching warning system. The difference between the two, the last one is just a warning system. This is meant to be more active. We see that, well, in the middle, the precision is stable. For the two extreme groups, there is an increase of not useful and decrease of essential related to experience. Similarly to the previous group, but then, okay, the overall figures have changed. There is a lower appreciation for communication between vehicles. Again, if we correlate with the usage of the power two-wheeler, we see with different values, but a similar trend to the previous group. But in this case, appreciation is lower, and there is, well, for other, is the absolute majority of not useful for this kind of usage. What else? Correlation with the general statement about accidents. Again, this last group is correlated to a higher rate of essential, while the previous two ones with a higher rate of not useful. So, at least from these two groups, with different absolute values of the grading, but we see a steady correlation among the appreciation and the different factors like accident, let's say, causation, and, for instance, power two-wheeler use and experience. Let's go on another couple of slides, and then I will leave you. We also made a simple check. So let's see the single systems, not the groups. In brackets, you see the number of the group, and here you can see. So anti-lock braking system is in the group of braking. And so at overall level, we said, okay, which are the most appreciated and the less appreciated? The best rated, it means these are the systems where essential was above 45%, and worst rated, useless, was above 45%. You see the list. We have 4 items of the group number 4, braking, which means all the devices in the group of braking are among the best rated, those considered more essential. On the contrary, for instance, communication between vehicles and infrastructure, we see the 3 items are all of them among the worst rated. There is, well, then other systems. You see that, for instance, Vision, so lighting and visibility, is both among the best rated and among the worst rated. Then we made a check. So far, it is possible on only this. So here you have the same information of previous slide. This comes from aggregate data at European level. We said, okay, how is this position compared to the national ones? And we investigated France, Italy, and UK for the reason that I explained to you before. The criteria was the same. So, well, what happened? Here we have 9 systems considered essential and 6 considered useless. What we see? Name of the country, in brackets, the number of systems considered essential and the number of systems considered useless. What can we say? France is extreme. It wants to be the first. So they have 14 rated as essential and 9 instead of 6 rated useless. So, and the green, it means that in any case, those that were considered essential at global level are also included in the 14 of France. And, okay, the same for the worst rated. Italy, we have 14 rated as essential, 0 as useless. We are very optimistic in Italy. And we like ITS. We are the first market, I think, for mobile phones. So this is consistent. UK, surprisingly, does not agree with Europe. So there is only one ITS considered as essential. And, well, at least it's the first one, the most important. And 8 instead of 6 are considered useless. But in any case, electronic licensing as smart cards is not considered useless. Well, electronic licensing as smart cards, it's, well, in theory, a system where you have a check to start the bike. And this check is about your alcohol. And if you have, let's say, a valid driving license. So it's a check about your ability to drive. So it means that for UK, this is not considered useless. Okay, these data are really preliminary ones, because as you have seen, we have more than 50% of the population which is represented by French people. So we would really like, well, to have more and more representation and answers from other countries which are relevant, Spain, Greece, well, also some more answers from Italy. And that would really improve also the reliability of data. But in any case, all the correlations that I showed you before have a statistical significance, in the sense that 95% those trends are true. It's not by chance that we see those changes in the rating. Well, we are also thinking about other possible things to check with the data. For instance, we have seen an influence of experience on acceptance. Is the same for age. If there is an influence on used bike types on acceptance. If the best worst rated devices are the same for novice and experienced. So we could define novice less than 3 years of experience and more than 10 as experienced riders. So leaving out the people between 3 and 10. These are some ideas. If you have more well, please tell us. The survey will be open until mid of April, and then there will be the final processing of the data. No conclusion because it's meant for discussion. Thank you very much.